So there is a man out there named Jonathan Haynes, and he had allegations swirling about, keyword had, past tense, that he had HIV and was knowingly giving it to people. And if you don't know what HIV is, it's a virus that attacks your white blood cells. You know, the things that are supposed to keep infections from absolutely wrecking you? So if those don't work right, that means you're susceptible to illnesses much more than the average person. And even relatively minor illnesses like the flu can be pretty dangerous for you. And it's actually illegal to knowingly spread HIV to people. So Jonathan Haynes was being accused of a pretty serious crime, if I do say so myself. But you may remember I said he had these accusations flying about. Well, that's because it was all a lie. All of this was fake. If you'll indulge me, I would like to run through the details of this story. So we head off to the website X, which as we all know, only good things happen on that website. And someone posts, Jonathan Haynes gave me HIV. She also posts his face and text messages of her confronting him after he gave it to her. As you can see, these text messages claim Jonathan knew for 7 months and he just, quote, couldn't pass up on you. Now, obviously, people started feeling bad for this girl. I mean, who wouldn't? She just got a life-changing illness. And then Twitter decided, let's try and get some justice for her. So Twitter finds Jonathan's account and then they start demanding, hey, if you're innocent, post your results, prove that you're negative for HIV. And then Twitter decided to do what Twitter does best. They started getting private information. So they find Jonathan's family, which by the way, I want to ask, why are you bringing the family into this? They did nothing. Do you think about that uncle that you have that comes to Thanksgiving and he's always rambling about Martians? Or how every nation has a secret alliance of gnomes? Imagine that guy plants a pipe bomb in a government building. Would you want people to come to your house and ask you about it? So you could imagine after all of this is a lot of stress to put on a person. So Jonathan actually posts a suicide note basically on his Instagram. And honestly, after all of this, I would probably consider ending it all as well. Having the internet uproot your entire life for something you didn't even do. Have it be so whenever someone Googles you, there's a good chance they find this fake news that you spread HIV to people knowingly. And even if you post your test results that prove that you're negative, there's probably going to be a lot of people that don't believe you. They just assume that you faked the document. Heck, I'm pretty sure we've had people fake medical documents on the internet before. Heck, even after the suicide note, you had people DMing him do it. Telling a suicidal person to actually go through with it is a very dangerous thing to do. And it's not like they knew this was all a lie. None of that info came out yet. But yeah, multiple people DMing a suicidal person to actually go through with the act could have ended really, really badly. I'm so happy it didn't. So yeah, after all of this happens, a video surfaces. It's of a guy who apparently knows the accuser confronting said accuser about how this was all fake. And she admits in the call between the two that this was all fake.
Himself because of all this going on and he know it's false. Y'all don't know how this man feeling. Whoever
I keep saying it's false. He tagged me in his
okay, exactly. That's what I'm saying. If we know it's false, everybody know it's false. Somebody need to go on these pages, let them know that it's false. Y'all need instead of just letting this shit drag on, this nigga get, you feel me, his name get tarnished like this, it ain't right.
And not only does she admit that this was all fake, she admits that not only she tested negative, but he tested negative, meaning he didn't even have HIV in the first place. He didn't have the thing to give it out to people.
I am gonna piss blood!
Alright, now we get to the fun part where I just roast the person that thought this was a good idea. First off, of all the lies you could have chosen to spread about somebody, why did you pick this one? Because this doesn't just screw them up, this screws you up in the process. AIDS, the disease that you get when you get HIV, there's no cure for that. So you have to pretend you have a debilitating illness for the rest of your life, all because you just wanted revenge on some guy. Oh, and some relevant exposition that I forgot to mention, HIV is a sexually transmitted virus. And also, I guess if you handle chimpanzee meat, you can get it, but that's not what happened here. John and the accuser were dating, and that's how it was allegedly transmitted during intercourse between the two. But the point I'm trying to make is, if it comes out that you lied, then you look like a psychopath. And if it never gets out that you lied, then any future partners that you have, if they Google you or if your friends Google you, they're gonna say, oh, you have a debilitating illness that can kill me and spreads between sex. Yeah, bro, I'm out, sorry. And you can't just say, no, I was lying on the internet, I actually don't have HIV. They're not gonna believe you. And it's even worse if you tell them why you lied, that you wanted to get back at your ex. See what I mean? That you pick the lie where there's no good outcome for you. You always lose. And now, one of the big questions throughout this whole situation, why would you ever do this? And honestly, I'm still wondering myself. However, we do have a reigning theory. I'm kind of skeptical of it, but is this the reigning theory because this comes from a video where it claims to be the last time they ever spoke to each other? Here is the footage.
I knew that you couldn't afford me. Then it's like you was speaking to me like I'm a leash. Bro, I live in a 2-story apartment. Luxury apartment. My rent is $3,000 a month. My blow-up mattress, that's probably the only thing you could say, my blow-up mattress. Baby, my bed is coming. Like, I'm not even speaking too much on that. That don't even matter. That has nothing to do with you. But furthermore, this is the last conversation that I will have with you. Like, why am I being with a nigga that's not dominant, that doesn't want to spend money with me, that doesn't want to spend time with me? And this is literally the 4th situation for me. This is the 4th situation. The first, dinner. Second, you asked me for a gift for Christmas. You were the one that asked me for what I wanted.
So the reigning theory, I'm not joking, she did all of this because he wouldn't spend as much money on her as she wanted. Now again, I am skeptical. I am really hoping there is nobody that's ever existed in the history of humanity that is that petty and cruel. But I don't know, man. We've seen some wild stuff on the internet, dude. Anyways, short video, but yeah, there we are. That's where we're at today.